Day 3 of me being sick. I'm still getting over it. Feeling pretty decent, just my head's a little foggy. But we're in the shop, I'm tuning, and figured I got an unusual car on the dyno this time, so I figured I'd share it, because I don't think I've ever put one of these, well, I've had this car on the dyno before, but I did a couple things to it, and I never really recorded it, so I'm gonna share it with you. It's nothing crazy, it's pretty boring. It's M40. So, just a strange one, just to give you an idea of the demographic that we deal with. You know, it's very wide, so not just Z cars and Skylines and stuff, so sometimes we have some unusual ones as well. So if you have a, I'm sorry, Q40, not an M40, sorry, cold. Q40. If you've got a Q40, if you've got a Z, if you've got any of the Gs or any of the Infinities or Z or Nissans, modern stuff, we do all of them. We use UpRev for them, and that's our tuning tool of choice for these cars. So I'm going to go ahead and dial this one in. He did test pipes on this one. I already tuned it once. I don't remember what it made, but it's stored in the computer. Either way, this is not for power runs. This is really just to dial in the test pipes and make sure that the tune is solid for the test pipes. Usually they require a little bit of extra fuel for the power that they generate, and they usually pick up about 10 to 15 horsepower on top. So I'm going to go ahead and dial it in, turn all the associated check engine lights off that are necessary in order to deal with it, and that's pretty much it. So boring dyno run starts now. So here's a good example of a pretty much stock Q40 263. This has just basic bolt-ons. It's intake and not even exhaust really, just has test pipes. So if you've got a Q40 and you want to turn it up, factory, these cars are putting down like mid 240s on this dyno, so you're good for a 15 to 20 horsepower bump with those mods. Boring, but educational, I guess.
Functions, so it's not that hard of a thing. We're like vlog something right
This
here.
is how Marcus does his vlogs, just so you guys that watch his channel, check it out. Marcus Parks, go see. You'll see a real behind the scenes view of what's going on here. What are we talking about, Marcus?
Putting in the catch can.
Ooh, that's pretty nice. So if you want to see more about the catch can, go check out. I'm gonna post it right now.
So as you can see, he's including the surprise for you guys.
Yeah, most of you guys don't go see his channel anyway. Go subscribe to Marcus's channel. He tries, he likes his vlogs, and he's pretty into it. He deserves a subscription, so go check it out. So here is one of the latest arrivals we have.
It's Savage, buy it. Tell him Marcus sent you.
Tell him Marcus sent you. It's a Savage, buy it. That's what he said. It's an animal. Okay. It might be, but I don't know if it's an animal. It is pretty cool though. This is, of course, another gray GTR. In case you guys are wondering, like 60% of the R32 GTRs are gray. So if you love this color, you're in luck. There's a lot of them. But we have this red one also. Ha ha ha. Anyway, this is about this one. This is a really sweet car. It's got a lot of interesting upgrades already, including Tomei titanium exhaust, which is pretty sweet. Has a HKS front pipe, and it has a couple of aesthetic mods as well. It's got this carbon duckbill thing, whatever you want to call it, tail, duck tail. It has a carbon hood with air-equipped latches, or whatever you want to call it, flush mount latches. So that's how the hood opens now. The actual hood latch mechanism from the factory is gone. So that's a full thing, full conversion. It has a Rocket Dancer front lip, which is really sweet. It's carbon as well, really rare, really expensive, and high quality. So this is all from Japan, obviously. Interior wise, it's got a Momo steering wheel. It's locked, of course. I'll go get the key real quick. But it's got a Momo steering wheel, and it has an array of gauges as well, some AM gauges. That stuff was actually added after the car got here. The car was stateside. We actually pulled it from one of our stateside inventory guys. But I'm going to show you the interior. It's a really nice car overall. So inside we have Momo steering wheel. You can see the AM gauges here, pillar, and one down here. So you have your air-fuel ratio, boost, and oil pressure all on here. Interior is otherwise stock, as you can see. Just has the steering wheel really and those gauges. But real nice interior. No tears, no rips. Super clean. The typical for us, you know that by now. And let's look under the hood. So these latches are how it opens, and you can lock them with a key, or you can just leave them so you can open it whenever you want to open it. And this little alarm is going nuts. Hold on. It has an alarm. I just forgot to turn it off. So here we go under the hood. Nice red valve cover. Looks really well done. It's got a couple little chips on it, but otherwise really nice. Gretty intercooler piping coming off the turbos, and inlets as well with Gretty intakes. Samco hoses, and that's pretty much it under the hood. Nothing really crazy. Stock radiator, and yeah, so pretty basic. Got this little carbon panel, slam panel, whatever you want to call it. Stock wheels, otherwise everything is pretty factory. So basic upgrades. Looks like a Cusco strut bar. It's got a nice little master cylinder brace. These are really good. Nice, tightens up the feel in it, because these cars, when you start to increase the braking capacity, pressure from the master cylinder when you're pushing on it real hard actually flexes the firewall, so you get some flex and some fatigue from that. So that brace actually pushes against your master cylinder and prevents that from happening. It's really cool. I have one on Dusty. It's definitely worth the upgrade. This one has it, so it's already done. Stock ECU. Nothing else really too crazy with it. It's a basic performance car. I think this one, they said they dynoed, it's probably just over 300 horsepower, which is about right for this setup on pump gas. And if you wanted to add a hull tack and some injectors and fuel pump, you could end up E85, probably mid 300s, 330, 340, no problem on our dyno. And that would be a pretty intense little setup for stock turbos. So if you like this car, let us know. Send us an email, info@horsepowerlogic.com. It is available as of now, as of the date of this video. But these cars don't last long, so jump on it if you have the opportunity. Marcus wishes he could have it.
Papa Jack has to buy it for him.
I gotta buy it for you?
Yeah.
I already bought it. Buy the car if you want it. And if you want to buy Marcus a car, let him know too. He's looking for sponsorships apparently.
I am looking for sponsorships.
See that? Send Marcus all your 180 parts. Meanwhile, I'm getting ready to head home. I'm taking Dusty home tonight. Dusty's got a hot date. gonna go play. So let's get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I sound better. Just need my head to clear out. I'm sick of being sick.